such high value. Wah 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 wah! Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone? How's it going? How has everyone's days been? How are you, my pages? How are we? How are we? How are we? So today will probably be a bit shorter of a stream, but I did say I was going to stream today. But yeah, hello, hello, hellos. I gotta go through and let people knows that I'm online, so give me a second while I do all the Discord announcements. But what has everyone been up to? How has everyone been? Today we're gonna do some ASMR, so that's why you have me kind of more lower. Let me know if the Christmas music is a little too loud. I think I have it at the right volume. I really, really do. I hope I do. Wapapa, wapapa. So yeah, how has everyone's days been? What's been going on? How have your stories been unfolding today? As always, I am Ruin, the Archsage of Arcanum Exodius, our humble little library on this corner of the internet, and I welcome you. As mentioned before, today we're going to do some Magic the Gathering ASMR, and if you're a Timmy, which in Magic the Gathering, they divide the player base into 3 or 4 people, like 3 or 4 types of people. It's not a bad thing, by the way. It's just a shorthand way of talking about how you like to play the game. Okay? So it's Timmy, Johnny, Spike. There are femme versions of them. I know Timmy, it's like Timmy slash Tammy. I don't know what the femme version of Johnny is. And Spike is always Spike. It doesn't matter. But if you're a Timmy, which is the ones who like to cast really big spells, who are like little kids at heart, that's me. That's me, me, me. You'll love today. You'll absolutely love today. Wha-pa-pa. 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 Put some nice lo-fi music in the background. We will be streaming Christmas Eve, I just don't know what time. Okay. Alrighties, alrighties. I think we're almost, there we go. Boom. Let's double check the camera. Got the wall ready. I guess there is something I do have to do before we start. So I had an interesting day at work. I won't go too much into detail about it. If you ever catch me in the Discord, I have no problems telling stories because I work security at a hospital and I have seen things. I have seen things I can never unsee. Never, ever, 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 ever unsee. But today was just one of those long, stressful days. I won't go into too much detail, but I got bit by a dog today. Now, I'm not blaming the dog. It wasn't the dog's fault, okay? It was the owner who brought their dog to a hospital and then more or less let it run loose. The dog was just scared and it was just reacting, and that's okay. But what does that mean? Well, since we're doing Handcam ASMR, it means that one of my hands is pretty chewed up. I'm okay, by the way. Benefits of working at a hospital when stuff like this happens on the job, it's all free. It is all free. So, but okay, dokede. So, yep. Today, I mean, I suppose. See? Right now, I'm putting bandages on. But I'm gonna bring our deck into focus here. Wink. Let's see if I can manipulate the camera just a little bit. Just a little bit. So, I'm pretty sure this light over here, it's over there, the light from that general direction is probably making that a little hard to see, but don't worry, I'll read it out loud. Now, while I'm sitting here bandaging my hands, which I did get bandages at work when I got home. Like, they did the right thing at work, don't worry about that. When I got home, I had to take them off to wash my hands. And so I'm having to rebandage. Because I have to wash my hands 3 times a day. I have to call this person and figure out if their dog was vaccinated or not. And if not, I have to go get a rabies shot. That's just a precaution, because rabies left untreated is 100% fatal. Pretty much. And the people who have survived it, because there's this thing called the Wisconsin Protocol, which may or may not work. But in short, because rabies, the way rabies works is that it kills you before your body can mount a defense. Alright? So, what they do within the Wisconsin Protocol was, it's based off of, I think, Madison, Wisconsin? I'd have to look this up, but it's actually kind of cool. So what they turn around and they do is they, freeze you. They freeze you to purposely, like they bring your body temperature down. And there's a lot of medical uses for freezing someone. This is a well-documented phenomenon. In this case, they bring your body temperature down to like 30 or 40 degrees Fahrenheit, which roughly, I want to say 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. Don't quote me, I am American. Let's do this. Let's do this. Wa-cha-cha-cha-cha. Alright, see, I'm mostly bandaged up, so you might see my hand. Oh yeah, that does show up real bad on the camera. It looks way worse on camera than it does in real life. That's crazy. Well, we'll put one more bandage on. But they freeze you. They bring your body temperature down to like 0 degrees Celsius, 34 degrees Fahrenheit-ish. Okay? And they keep you like that for a couple of days. The reason why is that the way that rabies works is that it kills you before your body can mount a response. So by freezing you, it slows the vaccine. It slows everything down. It slows the rabies down, but it also lets your body start producing antibodies. Because your body can actually produce antibodies to the rabies. It's really crazy. How do you think we have vaccines? It's from horses, more than likely. More than likely. but it's called the Wisconsin Protocol, and I'd like to say no thank you, because even if you survive it, because it doesn't have the best survival rate, even if you do survive it, alright, what you have to do, you have to relearn how to walk, you have to relearn how to talk. Like, rabies messes with your mind. There we go. Voila! See? All patched up. This is why I'm an Archsage. I'm squishy. I am very squishy. The dog was just a Jack Russell Terrier and it almost ripped my hand off. Oh, foo. One of the band-aids came off. That's okay. I figured it would. It's the one that was for the camera. Alright. So this has been sitting here. Christmas music has been playing. I've been rambling on and on. Let's do this. This will be a fun deck if you like creatures, if you like being a Timmy, if you just like getting in there and swinging. Okay, this is Vivictus Asmati, the Dire, from 2019. I think they've had a couple of printings of this. I'm not sure if it's showing up. I'm not sure if it's showing up. I'm trying not to dox myself in the reflection. I just noticed that, so I'm not too concerned. I think you might have saw my I don't think you saw my face. But anyways, whenever Vivictus Asmati the Dire attacks, let's scooty scoot. There we go. For each player, choose target permanent that player controls. Those players sacrifice those permanents. Each player who sacrificed a permanent this way reveals the top card of their library, then puts this onto the battlefield if it's a permanent card. Vivictus Asmati, Queen of the Upgrades. You guys are in for a treat. Because while this isn't like my most powerful deck, it's one of my most fun. I always have fun playing this. Why? Well, we're going to see if you can figure out. I'm going to give you a hint, okay? There's your hint. That's custom artwork I had done for this. That is an actual card. If you're new to Magic the Gathering, there are people out there who you can in fact pay and who do great work at customizing cards. And this is one of them. And they did an amazing job at this. Like, those animals go so hard. 100%. But this is also a hint. A lot of people like to play Jund, which is green, black, red, many different ways. This is how I like to play it when I'm playing EDH. Again. So, what is some Magic the Gathering skill that we can talk about? I think we've covered shuffling.